Good evening, everyone. My name is Stacy Southward, and I am your host tonight for the Wine Ambassador Opportunity Call, where you're going to find more about what this opportunity involves, as far as from a customer standpoint, as far as a partner standpoint. I'm just personally glad you're all here, and if someone invited you here, please be sure to reach back to them and thank them, and get more information directly from them as well. And sorry, I got distracted. Tonight I have the pleasure of introducing our very own CEO, Rory Rickard. Now, we all know that last week he was a bit busy tasting wines for the upcoming quarter, is my understanding. I wonder if we could get him to leak some of those varietals. Oh, I already heard Tanya. No.
Did you hear that in the background? She's like, "Don't you dare!" She gave me a very stern look. For those of you that are married, you know what that look looks like. I just got it like intense.
Can't blame me for trying.
Yeah. So welcome to our awesome opportunity presentation night that we do on Wine Ambassador every Monday at this time. I also want to just let everybody know that's here for the first time. We do 3 calls on wine and building it, or 3 Zooms or whatever we call these, every week. Monday night, we do the opportunity so that new people can hear about this incredible opportunity that we have, and I'm going to talk about that next. Wednesdays, half hour earlier than this one starts. So at 5:30 Pacific, 6:30 Mountain, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern, on the same channel, we do what's called the Wine and Dine Show, where we pair foods and wines, our wines together, and just show you how awesome and fun and easy and simple that it really is. And that's Wednesdays. That's a purely fun day. And then Saturdays at, I guess it's 10 Pacific, 11 Mountain. Yeah, it's 10 Pacific.
No.
Was I right the first time? Is it
No,
9 Pacific, 10 Mountain?
No.
11 Central.
Yeah. There you go.
Eastern.
11
Right.
Central. Yep.
Holy
11
cow.
Central.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm East Coast right now, so I had to think for a second. But anyway, noon Eastern, we do a training on how to build the wine business up and work with the leads and everything else that we provide. So before I get started, Tanya and myself, this is our passion. We absolutely love wines. We like great wines. And we were able to do that in this business format here. There's a great long story to that. But what you need to know is this is such a passion for us. And so this company is literally owned and ran by professional marketers that have done a lot of work online. And so we understand what acquisition costs are. We understand internet marketing very well. Not only that, we've done so well with it and been blessed with it. That's what allowed us to create the fortunes we needed to invest into this program and build it up to where we have no debt. Wines are being made 4 and 5 years into the future already at all times now. We have 28 varietals in process. We just got back from tasting the ones out of the barrel that are ready, and also checked on a bunch that are gonna be ready next year just to see how they're coming along. It's a lot of fun. And we got to taste, the new Pinots, the new Cabs, the new Merlot, and all these things that they're going to come out when they come out. And we have so many in process that we get to release them every month. And the whole idea is we give you 4 incredible bottles a month. And those that get 6 on auto ship or a case on auto ship, you get more of them every month. That's the advantage to that. And you get all reds, all whites, and mixed. But we know you're going to fall in love with them and get new favorites. And the only way you get more of those wines is to do a custom order while supplies last. So recently, we had a big order of, it's boutique batches. We had a big batch made of this Moscato. And I talked about this Moscato for 1.5 years, and it's super delicious. It sold out within 15 days of the following month. It's gone. And we're working to get more. I mean, we're just going to wrap it up for next year. That's the fun part of the next vintage. There's some more coming. But there is also some incredible Pinot Grigio. I think that just came out too, right? The 10 Pinot Grigio that's shipping right now.
Yes.
And that'll sell out really fast. And last year it lasted 45 days. I don't think it's going to last that long, but they come out there and people like them. They order custom cases, and new wines come every month, and we're ramping them up all the time. Right, we're growing this thing. It's really a lot of fun. So there's some incredible wines we just tasted, and I got to tell you, we can't wait month to month when they come out. We kind of argued about when they're going to be released and the timing of them. There's some great summer wines coming out because it's summer, and they're going to be coming out, and they're on our own label. So we literally built this business around some fundamental truths. One is we wanted to protect boutique wineries and do our part in that. And boutique wines, more or less, are made true to form. They take years in the process to create the grapes from the vine and the minerals and everything, the terroir and everything that forms those grapes. Then they're properly processed, right, and crushed and fermented, and then allowed to become wine. Right, there's a lot of things in between there, and in the process of that, it creates natural sulfites in the wine. And this is one of the biggest things we have to educate people on, because all wines contain sulfites. There's two different forms of sulfites. There's natural occurring sulfites, which is what our wines have. They sit 2 years, 3 years, sometimes 4 years to create that. And then there's the artificial sulfites that are induced into wines, or that are really wine-based products that are sped up in the process to be made. And because they don't naturally have the time to create the natural sulfites, they induce artificial sulfites, which is a preservative in wine. And it's required by law that wines are preserved with sulfites. It's a requirement. All wines have sulfites in them. Our wines have natural occurring sulfites. Most of the wines you see in the store, probably all of them, have induced sulfites. They are a wine byproduct. It's like a malt beverage to a beer. It's not a true beer. It's a malt beverage. Wine has wine beverages, and they still call them wine. They still have a wine label on them, and they'll all say contain sulfites. And because there's no legal law that requires the ingredients to be listed in the wine other than the vintage, they don't show you the up to 250 additives that they can put in there that have been approved by the FDA, all of which, if you saw what they were, you wouldn't want to be drinking them. But hey, they put them in there, they make it the cheaper chicken. Not true wine. You don't get all the wine benefits from it because it's not true wine. They can call it wine because it's smashed grapes and it's fermented for a period of time. They induce everything into it, and then they have to modify the flavors to trick you to think that it was made over a long period of time. That's 85% of the wines in America. And these conglomerates, there's 3 of them that buy up all these boutique wineries, and they keep the labels because that's the branding, that's the marketing. They keep it, but they don't make it that way anymore. They change it all up and make it to a set recipe every year. And it's literally a bunch of food chemists that put it together. It's why it tastes the same year to year, and that's that product. Our wines, they're never going to taste the same year to year. They're going to taste different, and we just get to run that. So we get to sell the truth of wine and give that to people, only we give it to them at an amazing price. If you were to buy a true fine wine in a normal retail solution, it'd be $80 to $120 to get what we create and give you in your Wine of the Month Club. 4 bottles for $100 a month. 1 bottle is worth $80 to $120 in retail, but we bypassed that. We knew that we wanted to get the best wine, so we commissioned the best winemakers in Napa and Sonoma Valley. They make incredible wines. We do all the marketing, and we know that we can sell out our order every time. So they get to make good money making wine. We get to market it, and we get the cost savings, which we all run together as a company, and that's what creates this opportunity. Our wine's literally made. It's in this big, huge warehouse. We got barrels and vats, and that's where our wine sits until it's ready. That's why when we go taste it, we go to our warehouse and go taste it from the barrel. Literally pull it out. It's amazing, right? And we get to do that, and they're awesome. Great reds, great whites, the best rosés. We got really good stuff being made, and it goes from there to bottling, which happens on site. And you guys have seen videos of that. Some of you have seen it, and then it goes right from bottling, literally to a 5-minute drive to our shipping warehouse, and then to your door. Doesn't touch anybody else's hands. That's it. And because of that, there's no extra markups that have to take place for distribution. And so we can deliver the wine and cut all those costs. Then our whole marketing plan is to market through ambassadors. That's where the opportunity is. We're not going through distributors and going to shelves. We're going from representatives, which we call ambassadors, to sell Wine of the Month Club memberships, not wine, to get access to this wine, and we pay you very well for doing so. So I'm going to show you that, but I also want you to understand, like, these are being made true to form, right? We handle every aspect of it, from the time it's made to the time it's bottled to the time it's shipped. And we're expanding this across the globe. We made huge strides in fixing issues with Canada, and it's always shipping. Our biggest issue with wine is getting it shipped out. It's a perishable good. Right now, it's summer, and it's super hot in areas, so we're doing refrigerated shipping. The problem with refrigerated shipping is the tracking is not exactly forthwith. Like we literally know the day of or 2 days before it gets to you that it's on its way. That's why we recommend everybody use UPS My Choice. And we need to send it refrigerated. And then the last few miles, it's delivered from the non-refrigerated right to your door. And because of the timing of that, it delays the shipment a few days, if not a week. So just be very patient with your wine. I know we're getting it to you as affordably as possible, but also to protect the perishable good inside. All right, True Fine Wines. We actually care about it getting delivered properly. And that's what's going on right now. So what is it? It's in the southern states right now. We already started that last week. Yeah, so Arizona, that's miserably hot. I don't know how you guys can live there. But you guys are getting your wine shipped refrigerated truck and down to the south. Texas is getting it in delivered trucks to them. Okay, so that's one of the things we got to keep track of. But internationally, we're looking to expand. We've got a lot of interest in our wines because they're from Napa and Sonoma Valley. Arguably the sexiest part of the world where wine is created. Makes amazing wines. The way the temperature is there and the frost that come through and the way the air comes off the ocean, this great fruit for wine. I don't actually know of a better place. So that's why we get our wines from there. And we're so blessed to be able to do that. You guys, when you travel around, like we travel the globe and you go to fancy restaurants, you open up the wine list, guess where those wines come from? Napa Valley, literally our neighbors out there. And that's the quality of wine we're making. In fact, a lot of those wines that are those high-end wines, the winemakers that made those wines are making our wines. Just to understand the caliber. Our Grand Cru, which is that next level wine, they're made by the absolute top winemakers of Napa. Incredible, incredible. And that took us a while to get those done. Those are coming out, and man, there's some masterful things coming. We tasted we tasted a really good wine that's going to be ready sometime soon and be in the Grand Cru, and unbelievable. And we just rolled out some other Grand Crus, so you guys will see those in there, but unbelievable where we're at. And so the opportunity is to share this experience, to share this opportunity to get access to these wines at these member values, and you get paid exceptionally well for it. In fact, your first 3 customers are worth $1,200 a year to you. Let me show you why. It's in a referral program. And this is for customers and ambassadors alike. So let's go ahead and go to the compensation plan. Oh, where is that? Got to pop around here real quick. So we have 3 ways to get started. The first is just become a wine customer. I tell everybody, like, if this just sounds way too good to be true, like, how great can these wines be? Be a customer. Spend $100, get 4 incredible bottles of wine. I think after you try those, you'll understand. The second way is to become a state member, a reserve member, or a Grand Cru member. All 3 are just different levels in the program, but they get full access to the comp plan. And you can start at any one and upgrade to the next, or upgrade, from a state all the way to Grand Cru. You just pay the difference and receive the difference. And that's the way it all goes here. There's no penalty coming in as an estate. You can, a lot of people come in the state, they get a case of our incredible wine. Because of the way we do things, we don't inflate our price to join with us. We want everybody to be an ambassador and help share this. It's wine. Everybody should know the differences and to educate, and it's worth it for us to make it very worthwhile. But as an estate member, you get 1 great case of wine. You get a 10% discount on additional cases of wine. Now, remember, you're going to get a minimum of 4 new bottles every month. And if you like those wines, the only way to get more of them is to order a custom case. That's it. That's how you get more. Otherwise, you just wait for the next vintage to come around, which is all fun too. But if you want more, you got to order the custom case. And when you order a custom case, you get 10% off. Now, the estate member at $300 is our lowest prices. So when you become a ambassador at any level, or when you're on our Smart Ship and come in as a customer, you pay the lowest price possible. You pay what's called our Grand Cru pricing. Any additional orders, you're going to pay our member pricing. And our member pricing is roughly $360 a case. So you're going to save 10, 15, or 20% off, which is our Grand Cru price, and you get it for $300. So when you become an estate member, you pay our lowest price, not an inflated price. There's no extra kit fee like a lot of companies charge. We want you to like our wines. We want you to be involved in our wines. And we want you to get our wines for free. I'll go into that. Estate member, the next level is a reserve member. So you can either come in and get 2 cases for $600, or you can upgrade, pay the difference, get the difference. And so if you already got a case into the estate for another $300, you get another case. It's actually cheaper to upgrade to get another case of wine than it is to buy a case. But you get an additional 15% discount as a reserve, and then Grand Cru gets a little more fun. Grand Cru, it's $1,200. That includes 2 cases of our wine, so basically the reserve $600, plus a 6-bottle Grand Cru. And that is a luxury box. It comes with 6 insanely good wines. Our current Grand Cru is worth well over $2,500 in retail value in those 6 bottles. There's some in there that are they're like $500, $600 bottles of wine. They are insanely good. And the way that the natural progression goes for people that aren't familiar with the quality and how wine works is you get a case. Then you have that second case. And after 2 cases, you are naturally going to wonder, okay, these wines are really good. How good can that Grand Cru really be? And that's what's going to entice you to get up there, and then you're going to be blown away. Also, our Grand Crus, we want you to have that experience so you can represent it properly and have the knowledge behind it. Because as a Grand Cru member, you also get a Founder's Black Card. It actually says Wine Snob on the card, which gives you other access and perks to things that we do and events that we do. We have a Grand Cru harvest event every year, Labor Day. So this year it's on September 5th. In our vineyards in Napa, and we do a crazy thing there. Hopefully I can pull that up. You guys get a taste of it today. But it's an amazing event. It's what if I have it on my page? That video that we got from Jackie's son is freaking awesome. But anyway, we do a big, huge rollout with tables and lights and chairs, and it's right down the roads of our vineyards. And we just go and get to hang out in our own vineyards, talk and celebrate. That's where we do our awards for our producers and everybody's been really putting their heart and soul into this. And then we have great food, incredible wine, including new ones that are coming out, and music and entertainment. And this year we're going to be doing it under the harvest lights so that we can go late. And that way it won't be so hot when we start, because it's pretty hot in September during harvest. And we just have a great old time. And that's what we get to do this year. So we do it every year. But that's for Grand Crus only. And my announcement is by next Monday, those tickets will be available. We're going to be sending out some information really soon on that, including the hotels to book and get your rooms at that are going to be convenient to get there. So all that stuff's coming out. I know it's mid-May. September is not that far away. And we want to make sure everybody's getting really good deals on the hotels that are available and able to gain some other access to us while we're there. And it goes by really quick, but it's bigger than what you see in a movie. And you can ask anybody that, the type of person that brought you here themselves or somebody close to them went last year. We had a lot of people go last year, and it's an amazing event, and it's only for Grand Crus and a +1. Third way is we have, for people in certain situations, especially in our non-ship states where we can't ship wine because their laws are stupid, or countries where we're not shipping yet, they can still participate as an ambassador, and they just got to be in our Powerline system. It's called the Grapevine. We are adding incredible modifications to this. It's a marketing system that utilizes leads. And that's one thing I want to just talk about, especially on that program, is Tammy and myself, we own lead generation companies. We're pretty good at it. And from our family to yours, not from Wine Ambassador to yours. We want to make that really clear. It's from us to you, from our family to your family. We're willing to support you by investing in you and buying your marketing leads and getting you training on how to use those leads to grow this business with us. Get with the person that brought you here. They'll explain how that works. And it's just, as good as that sounds, it's for you and also the teams that you build. We build a 2-team process, a left team and a right team. It's called a binary. I'm going to explain a little bit more. But we want to teach you how to build with your team and also empower you to be a leader and build it further, which allows you to build incredible incomes with us. Whether you want hobby income or career life-changing income, it's all here. So I'm going to go over the 5 ways you get paid. The first is free wine. This is great for customers, and it says this is for customers only, like customers and ambassadors. And it says right here, it says customers only. Ambassador customers do not count in our free wine promo. Our free wine promo is ongoing all the time. Your first 3 customers that aren't ambassador customers, I'll be clear about that, are worth $1,200 a year to you. And how's that add up? In free wine credits. So every time you have an order from your customer accumulate, once it hits 3, yours becomes free, up to once per month. Okay, so 3 customers times 12 months of free wine is $1,200. Okay, $99.95 for 12 months. That's where that comes from. And if you just have 1 customer, that's fine. If they order 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, boom, you get credit for a free wine. So you're going to get free wine every 3 months with 1 customer. If you have 2 customers that are ordering every month, you're going to get free wine 2 out of 3 months. And if you have 3 or more customers that you referred in directly that are ordering every month, you're going to get free wine every month. And then after that, it's really advantageous to be an ambassador because ambassadors start getting additional bonuses and pay. We have an ambassador customer acquisition bonus, and this is for both customers and ambassadors that are also customers. Now, ambassadors that are customers don't count towards your free wine, only customers. We want to make sure that you have at least 3 all the time to maximize the comp plan. I'll show you that below. We want you getting your free wine. We want those 4 bottles coming to you for free, so you're just representing an amazing program and getting the access to perks that we get as marketers. And the free wine perk is pretty cool. The customer acquisition bonus works like this. For every customer over your 3rd one, you get a $20 acquisition bonus, and then you get $10 a month each and every month that they're active. That includes your ambassadors that are also customers. So some of our top leaders here have hundreds that are ordering. That could be 1,000, 2,000, 500, whatever it is a month in that pay method. Then we have what's called the wine starter kits, which is the estate, reserve, and grand cru. And when you bring somebody in directly, when they become an estate member, you're going to make 50% of that. If they upgrade, you're going to get 50% of the upgrade. If they become a grand cru or upgrade, you're going to get 50% of that. So every new ambassador that you personally bring into this to share with you, you're going to receive upwards of $600 for every one of those because you get 50%. Now, I want to stress with you, that is a loss leader for the company. We know that if people try our wines, you're going to help explore it. We also know that it takes real time to teach people this. You know, wine doesn't sell itself. Once they taste it, it helps sell it, but people have to be introduced to why our wines versus other wines. What's the difference with Wine Ambassador? And we respect that it takes time and endurance to do that. You got to get into these calls sometimes, and we help you build that, and we also support you with the marketing, but we want to make sure it's well worth your time. And so you're getting half of that. The other half is covering the wine. Believe it or not, we're not making money on this, but it's part of our acquisition costs that we're invested with you as professional marketers to build this. We also know that when people try our wine, they stay on it for a very long time. And we have people that have been on it for years and years, and that's what we expect because it's good wine. And the next part of our payment comes in from our binary and check match, which are all part of that. I said we have a 2 team, right? You got a left team and a right team. The person that's getting you involved here, thank them, by the way, because they're giving you a gift of something amazing. This is an amazing opportunity that's not going anywhere but up. We've ensured that this will never go anywhere. Again, we're debt-free. Wine's already being made 4 and 5 years in the future, and we're completely solid back. We don't even have a credit card bill. And it's so nice to be able to say that, right? This business, it has an amazing inventory already being built and stocked and all set up. So we just continue to grow it like we do. And you have a left team and a right team. The person that got you involved is going to put you to stay up, for instance, on their left team. That means they're growing that left team with you, and you're going to learn how to do that. And you're going to start building your right team, and you're going to be building 2 teams. The goal is to add as many people as you can and help them add as many people as they can so that you're growing your business together. And if you balance out your left team and right team, that's how we start getting paid in the binary and check match. So Wednesday at midnight, we call it on Wine Wednesday, the computer takes a snapshot at Eastern time. And whatever your lesser leg is, you get upwards of 22% of that. So, whatever your volume is on your left and your volume is on your right, whichever team has the lesser volume, you get upwards of 22% of that amount paid the following week. Then the check match comes into your personal ambassadors that you personally brought in. You get upwards of 50% is a check match. It doesn't come out of their check. It's a match to what they got. So they got $100, you get 50. They got 1,000, you get 500 from the binary pay. And to be active, it's pretty dang simple. We have ranks from 1-star to executive ambassador. And in order to hit your rank, you've got to have so many personals that you brought in as ambassadors. So the more ambassadors you bring in, the more customers you bring in, and the more you help them do the same, the more you make, right? But it's very simple on how many personals you need. We want, as far as customers, we want you to be getting your wine for free. 3 customers, you don't need 30, you need to have at least 3. And then your volume requirement, the volume counts for anything from you down and anybody that's passed down underneath you from the time you sign up. So the sooner you sign up, the better, because the person that brought you here, anything they bring in or their team brings in that falls underneath your leg of business, let's say you're on the left leg, that all counts towards your volume. And the volume requirement has little asterisks on here, right? Everybody looks for the gotcha. Well, we have a 2-team program. No more than 70% and at least 30% needs to come from one side, no more than 70 from the other side for the required. Now you get credit for all of it, you can get paid on all of it, but for the rank achievement volume, let's say you need 1,000, that means 700 volume needs to be on one side, no more than for the requirement, and at least 300 on the other side. So you've got to be building both sides. Then there's the binary percentage. Again, it starts at 6, goes all the way up to 22%. And then you're at 30% until you're a 6-star ambassador. Then you get 50% check match on your team, on your personally enrolled ambassadors as they build their binary. So again, you're going to bring in ambassadors and customers and help them do the same. The more you help others, the more you grow your teams, the more you can make here. It's that simple. Get with the person that brought you here and get things going. And just know we're going to teach and hold your hand the whole way through. We're going to give you access to everything you need to grow. We don't just rely on family and friends, even though if they buy wine, they should be buying from us too. They should be getting their membership through us and getting access to wines through us. We don't sell wine. We sell access to the wine. And we get paid very well for it. So that's how the membership works. Get the person who brought you here and get started. It's one of the funnest things you'll ever see. It's the most passionate thing we've ever done. And it's also the most relevant thing we've ever marketed. And we are so happy to have you on board. Again, from our family to yours, we're going to supply you with the marketing, fund it, and that's for you and your team. So you can bring on everybody you want to bring on and help share this. We're going to fund their marketing too. The person that brought you here knows all about that. And get going. And see you guys on Wednesday. Bye for now.